Check it out, you guys. No, not the car. It's raining outside. You know what that means, right? Winter is finally over, right? I hope so.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Tom from Planted Aquaria, and today I have a special update I want to share with you guys. Our store is pretty much complete, and we want to be able to announce our soft opening date soon. We're not going to do a grand opening just yet. Here in Ontario right now, we're going through a 6-week lockdown, and we don't really know what's going to happen on May 20th, which is the end of the lockdown. They either may extend it again or do really limited openings for businesses like us. So that's why we're going to be doing a soft opening instead. And basically the difference between the two is the grand opening, we actually wanted to do, like giveaways and prizes and have discounts on that certain weekend that we're gonna be doing the grand opening day. But at the moment, it looks like we're just gonna have to wait and see what comes around the corner when May 20th hits, right? I wanted to film this video for you guys to see what to expect or know what you can expect from us when we do open. And before we jump into it, I just want to let you guys know about downstairs in our fish room. If you've been following the channel previously, we originally wanted to have it covered up, but it was a little bit too expensive out of our pocket for now, so we're gonna hold off until later. But I think the fish room still looks dope, and eventually when we save up some more money, we can get them covered later on. But for now, it is what it is, and yeah, so let's head on with the video. So if you've been following my Instagram, we got our wall decal installed behind the cash register, and we also got 2 cabinets standing side by side, or sorry, not side by side, but on the other side of each other. And I think it makes our cash register stand out a little bit more now compared to before. We have some t-shirts ready to sell. These t-shirts are basically the ones you see me wearing in the video, except they don't have the staff version on the back. And they're going for $19.99 Canadian. We also have the Planted Aquaria towels that I've been advertising in my videos, as you can see, and some face masks as well. We got a lot more products in. We kept the top row for all the aquarium starter kits. Our store is going to be heavily relied on specifically nano freshwater fish and freshwater plants. So you can expect fish is no larger than 5" in our store, and mainly aquascape plants, easy plants like Anubias. We want to be able to bring in Bucophilanthra later on, but at the moment it will just be something like Cryptocorynes, Anubiases, some Tropica 1-2 grow plants, and in the future we are going to be planning on bringing Tropica potted plants, but for now we actually have our own supplier of potted plants, and we're going to see how that run goes in the beginning. So based off of that, we have lots of lighting for you could call it good aquascape builds. We have Chihiros specifically. They're made for aquascaping. These lights here are probably one of my favorites. They're the swivel lights, and Chihiros is one of the brands I've used for a while, and that's why I want to bring them in. They are a little bit more on the expensive side, but you get what you pay for, and especially if you're trying to grow good aquatic plants, you want to have good lighting, right? Moving on, just a little update on my tank so far. Everything's growing in nicely, no algae, no nothing. The dwarf hairgrass is just taking a little bit, but again, there's no CO2, so that's expected. It probably won't fill in for maybe like half a year. Added some veils to the back because I thought that side was a little bit empty. But yeah, probably gonna have a professional come and rescape this tank in the future. Wink wink, George Farmer. Speaking of George Farmer, we're running Tropica's YouTube aquarium channel on the low volume because we're also gonna have music playing in the background, but there will be subtitles in case customers want to have a good idea of how Tropica's brand works, right? And right under it we have all the Tropica and plant supplies, you can call it. We have Aquarial's Neo plant tabs here, We have lots of these guys because the value on them is just really worth it. You get about 75 pieces for like $21.99 Canadian. Got your nutritions and fertilizers and all that stuff. Moving back to our soil, we're gonna have 3 brands of soil here. We have Fluval on the cheaper end. We have Tropica soil, and then over here we have Aquaria soil that I use for my 90-gallon scape. And these are all the products for basically maintenance, CO2, and some more starter kits up top from Fluval. Those guys do really well. I want to focus a lot on the aquascaping in my store, but that is a very niche part of the aquarium hobby in North America. So basically, majority of the products I brought in, and a lot of the products actually, are more lean towards helping like beginner aquarists. Just because, again, Europe is, for example, really big into aquascaping. You don't find that much here in Canada or North America in general, but I do want to be that store that kind of fills the gap of what I saw was missing was, you know, a nano freshwater aquascape store. Right? Again, I'm not an expert in aquascaping. I'm still learning myself. I don't claim that I know everything. In fact, I believe that there's so much fish and plants in the world that you just can't know everything, right? So we're all still learning, and you know, hopefully some of you customers can teach me while you're here as well, right? But I do know enough to get started on opening a store. I know what we need. We have some Oasis brand canister filters. These are really popular in the aquascape industry as well. But my idea basically to get beginner aquarists, people who are just, you know, mainly fish keeping, to really take that dive into aquascaping, because I just feel like with aquascaping, if you get into aquascaping, you know, you can really bring out your tank's true potential and have a perfectly beautiful natural ecosystem with real plants, live fish, all that good stuff. Like, just imagine this tank filled with fish versus a tank with just gravel and fake decor. You know, I'm not hating on you guys who are keeping fish that way, because there are certain fish who obviously eat all the plants and stuff like that, so you kind of need to keep your tanks non-aquascaped. But you can always have 1 or 2 aquascape tanks, like a nano tank sitting at home as well, right? Moving on, we have price tags for all the products in our store, so you're not going to be having to ask our employees how much a certain product's going to cost. And the best thing about this store that I've been working on over the past 2 weeks is I've been trying to automate everything, meaning everything's going to be in the system on our website. So if you want to know if we had Chihiro's Dr. Algae Inhibitor in stock, you can simply check our website and it'll tell you the stock we have. That's going to be in store and online as well. So if you want to come in, pick it up, it's going to display exactly how much quantities we have available for you to see. And that way it's going to ensure, you know, you're not wasting your time having to call us to ask if we have a certain stock. In fact, all of our live stock will also be kept tracked online as well. So if you want to know if we have Ember Tetras in stock, you can just simply go on our website and see the amount of stock quantity under Ember Tetras. You know, if we have 14, then we have 14 in store. Or, yeah, sorry, we're not doing online for livestock, so. And last but not least, we have our little section of health stuff. I do want to talk about medications and stuff later on down the road. In Canada, as we all know, there is a fish medication ban. So there's not much you can do for a sick fish, except, you know, clean the water, salt, and then UV sterilizer as much as possible. But I'm going to be making in-depth videos and guides how to treat your sick fish later on down the road without medicine. In fact, we also brought in, and they're still working on this, I believe. There are some companies out there working on, you know, natural herbal, I don't want to say medicine, but alternatives, I guess, to treat your fish. Like, I've read some good reviews on Supertect and how it treats ick well. But it's pretty much just garlic. And they even say that on their bottle. But you know, hopefully in the future we can get some more herbal remedies going on for our fish, or you know, they'll decide something with the fish medication ban later on down the road. And I also want to talk about Aquaria's Neo CO2. I'm going to be making a video specifically just talking about these guys later on down the road, but I don't see a lot of these in stores in Toronto or in the GTA, sorry. These guys are basically a DIY CO2, and yeah, you don't need a whole cylinder, you don't need a bulky regulator or nothing like that. You just need these guys. This is simply a bottle, and it comes with refills as well, so you can top your CO2 off later on if you needed to. But yeah, I will be demonstrating and talking about this guy later on on the channel. I do want to set up a little 5-gallon either ADA or UN design rimless aquarium right here on the counter. That's going to be set up with the Neo CO2 and a little OAS filter, just to show customers, you know, a little bit of a nice aquascape. And the plans I have for these displays, I actually have an ADA cabinet coming. I believe it's around 16 gallons or so. It's going to be sitting there. That's going to be a high-tech tank. Probably going to do a Iwagumi style, which is basically really less, as you can call it, I guess. Not much going on. Basically, you can just have a couple rocks, very minimal. That's the word I was looking for. And then on this side, we're gonna actually have something with just gravel, basically an introductory tank, your regular hang-on back filter, the basic way of fish keeping. We don't want to scare customers off, especially the new ones that are coming into our store. If we had like all 3 aquascaped CO2 high-tech tanks, you know, you can imagine someone walking in through that door for the first time and going, yeah, I don't know the first idea of how to keep these fishes alive in something like this. But if you have something really easy going on, sponge filters, hang-on backs, I can explain to customers, you know, there's multiple ways of fish keeping, and you don't have to do it specifically this way if you didn't want to. And if you just enjoyed fish itself without the aquascaping, you could do something like this. But yeah, obviously that's coming on later. I think my channel is gonna scape it, or not scape it, set it up. That would be exciting. And last but not least, the aquariums we're gonna be carrying in our store. I think I've talked about it in my last couple videos, but I want to touch a little bit more details on it. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be carrying aquariums more than 30 gallons here in our store. Again, I want to focus heavily on nano freshwater fish specifically, and tanks are expensive too, right? So they take up real estate. If I brought in like a 60-gallon and we're focusing on nano freshwater fish in our store, it's gonna be quite a while until someone decides to pick up that 60-gallon, you know, for our fish specifically. So we actually have, I think I mentioned it earlier, but we have our livestock coming in next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, so you guys can expect a video on that. We're gonna be talking about all the fishes that we're gonna be going through after I update them on my website. So it might take some time. I probably won't upload it on Tuesday right away. It's gonna take me a little bit of just, you know, adding the fishes and all that into the system and get them all sorted out. But I will be filming it, and I want to be able to talk about all the fishes that we're bringing in. Okay, maybe not all of them, but majority of them. You can expect fishes that we're bringing in to be no larger than 5 inches. We're gonna be trying to bring in like special plecos though. Those are a thing in GTA. But yeah, I'll talk about more of the fishes when they come. So that is pretty much it for the update portion of this video. I have the fridge coming in about an hour or two. I want to put that on camera to show you guys what the fridge looks like, where it's gonna be, and what's gonna go in the fridge. But yeah, see you guys in a second. Alright you guys, so the fridge is here. I'm just gonna help the delivery guy unload the truck and get it inside the store. Hopefully he's gonna help me bring it to the corner I need it to be, right? So beer? Yeah, in the corner. Beer? Oh no. No, for plants. For plants? For plants, yeah. You want to plant? You want? Cool. Cool, actually, yeah. They come in like little cups. Okay, so they have to go inside there, right? Yeah, they go inside there. Awesome. Thank you very much.
So where's the fishing?
They're not here yet. We're getting them next week.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you guys around the area? You can stop by when we're open.
Of course, no problem.
We're open in 2 weeks.
So nothing?
Nothing right now, yeah. We just finished setting up the store and getting in stuff.
It's
But,
okay.
yeah. So
God
do you
bless
have sign
you,
for
man.
anything or?
Yeah.
Have a good one, brother. Thank you. Don't you guys just love friendly delivery guys? Anyways, check it out. We got our fridge in. The delivery guy was joking around, asking if I was putting beer in there. That was pretty funny. But no, I told him we were putting plants inside. Specifically, what we're going to be putting inside is Tropico 1-2 grow cups. They're going to be sitting in the bottom section. I believe this fridge can run dual temperatures. So at the top, we're going to be carrying a brand called Fritz Turbo Start. And Fritz makes alternatives to basically Seachem Prime. They have a water conditioner, and stability, they have Fritzine. And then Turbo Start is basically an immediate way to cycle your aquarium without having to wait. And they come in like little bottles, and they have to be fridged to keep the shelf life longer, I guess. And yeah, you can basically just dump the bottle right in your tank and skip the whole month or 2 month waiting cycle completely. That being said, you still got to make sure if you are putting like aqua soils and stuff in your tank and they're going to be leaching out ammonias, you still shouldn't be adding fish right away, even though you're going to be using Turbo Start. But I will talk about that more when the store is running and I have the products in to demonstrate. But yeah, I'm going to be moving in the fridge in the corner now. And I think I'm going to end the video there, you guys. As always, thank you for watching. Next week, I'm going to be doing the livestock video. I believe it's coming in on Tuesday. It's going to take me some time to add all the fishes in the system, take pictures, and all that stuff. Again, I want to be able to keep the website in sync with the store, in-store experience. So that being said, I'm going to be keeping the fish stock quantities online displayed for you guys to know how much we have in store available. So when you do come in, again, those 6 tetras you're looking for, there's going to be whatever amount that was shown online in store when you decide to come in. So that's it for today's video, guys. Again, if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, if you thought there's anything you want to mention, leave a comment down below, like the video as always, and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.